What's up, guys? Game Fiend of all games here, and I'm back giving you another drama script this Saturday, and let's hop right into it. I'm gonna start with the Royal Rumble, which, in my opinion, I thought it was good to me. I would give this Rumble, I would give it an 8 out of 10. A lot of people said that they didn't like the Rumble because Roman Reigns was 30, but I was like, that last 5 minutes of the pay-per-view can't, be for everything that happened in the other hours of the show. I mean, AJ Styles versus John Cena obviously had the best match on the card, and that was probably one of Cena's best matches. So now that's, on the past 5 years, I would put that as 3 at least 4-star matches. 4 to 4.5 star matches. So you have John Cena versus CM Punk in 2011, and then you have AJ Styles versus John Cena at last year's SummerSlam, and you have John Cena versus AJ Styles at Royal Rumble. All of those matches are easily 4s, 4.5s. So I guess we could just kill the thing now because there's some people still believe that John Cena can't wrestle, but I think that was dropped ever since that match back in 2011 when he lost to CM Punk. But moving on, I liked the pay-per-view. I liked the Royal Rumble. Brilliant Royal Rumble. Chris Jericho lasting over an hour, and now he has the most time spent in a Rumble match. I think, was it just a little bit over 5 hours total in his Royal Rumble history of all the years he's entered. So he's leading everyone by like a good 30 to 40 minutes, and in the first 2 minutes of the Rumble, he already broke the record. So he's leading everyone by a full hour now. So that's good. Jericho was second. Braun Strowman had a dominant performance. He came in, he eliminated 7 people, and then they pushed Baron Corbin because Baron Corbin eliminated Braun Strowman. Sami Zayn had a strong finish lasting 45 minutes, I believe, in the Royal Rumble. So he got a decent push in the Royal Rumble. Like that, and the surprise of everything is that Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble to go on to WrestleMania. So, but a lot of people were upset that Samoa Joe didn't debut, but we go into Raw, and as Triple H gives his promo and Seth Rollins comes out, Samoa Joe attacks him. But sadly, while during that attack, Seth Rollins' leg buckled and he tore an MCL, which is going to could take anywhere around 8 to 10 weeks to heal. So he would be just cutting it for WrestleMania. Like, he would be just cutting it if he would have come back in time. Because WrestleMania is April 12th. I'm recording this video on the 2nd, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, roughly the Monday. If everything goes perfectly, he would be back March 27th, and that would be the Raw before WrestleMania. Perfect 8 weeks. Wow, that's really, if everything goes perfectly, he'll make Mania. But that's like perfect. I mean, there's ways they could still promote this feud by just doing promos and build-ups between him and Samoa Joe. If WWE wants to still go in that direction. But yeah, it's a perfect, literally perfect 8 weeks. He'll be back at the Raw before the WrestleMania. My thing is, what's going to go on with the Universal title? Because he already defended it against, KO defended the title against Braun Strowman on Raw, and Roman Reigns interfered, which is going to lead to Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman probably either at Fastlane or WrestleMania. So what's next for Kevin Owens for the Universal title? A A lot of people saying Goldberg is gonna go for the title, but I don't really see that, since Brock Lesnar just did a segment with Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar calling out Goldberg at WrestleMania for a match. So I would assume this upcoming week on Raw, or probably next week, Goldberg is going to respond to that challenge and accept it. So that would be Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar 3, and for the second time they're doing it at WrestleMania. So which leaves the Universal Championship hanging in the balance. Like, there's no feud for it right now, because Kevin Owens, with the help of Braun Strowman, beat Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble, and Kevin Owens got disqualified on Monday's match due to outside interference thanks to Roman Reigns. So there's really nothing for the Universal title right now, which I'm very concerned, because there's nothing for it. I mean, there is Fastlane, so they have to think about what they're going to do with Kevin Owens for Fastlane. But right as of now, storyline wise, it's up in the air. Don't know what to do about it. Now, when it comes to the WWE Championship, with John Cena now as the 16-time champ. He's held the title for 16 times. There's been 16 times a referee has handed that man the championship as a new champion. I'm surprised. I'm pretty sure there's a collage made somewhere on YouTube where every single time John Cena was handed a world title, due to computer reasons, I would make it myself, but my computer's old and I really can't render something of that nature because my computer's old. But I would have loved to put that at the beginning of this video. But yeah, John Cena is a 16-time champion. Like, we knew it would happen, but now it's an actual reality. And I found it how fitting that Charles Robinson was the referee, because Charles Robinson was the referee that handed Flair his 15th title reign, and Charles Robinson is handing John Cena his 16th title reign. And for guys who don't know, Flair's, what WWE counts as his 16th title reign, was when Nash just gave him the title back in WCW days. So that's why there was no match for Flair to be a 16 champ. So the last wrestled match was him versus Jeff Jarrett, I think in May of 2000. And Charles Robinson was the referee of that. So, yeah. 16-time champion over a span of 13 years. John Cena. But, yeah, moving on to the Elimination Chamber, which I think they've already announced everyone. It's John Cena, Baron Corbin, The Miz, Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose, and AJ Styles, right? Because that would make 6. Yeah, fitting how AJ Styles would get his rematch in the Elimination Chamber. But yeah, everybody's pointing that it's going to be Bray Wyatt. I say that it's going to be John Cena versus Randy Orton for the 55,236 millionth time. But people are telling me that it's going to be Bray Wyatt. This is one of those issues where we're going to have to wait and see. And believe it or not, even though we've seen it 1,000 times, why not kill this feud between Cena and Orton? Why not just kill it and end it all at WrestleMania? For one last time, just kill it, do it one more time at WrestleMania, and then never do it again. Because you know that I would not be surprised if there wasn't a DVD package in the works, like called The Rivalry versus John Cena and Randy Orton, because they've faced each other on so many times during so many different matches, on so many different main evented so many different pay-per-views, had so many different cage matches, that it would be shocked if WWE passed up the opportunity to do a document DVD versus DVD on the two, because they definitely have enough matches. I actually want to Google how many matches that John Cena has had against Randy Orton. Doing that right now. Give me 1 second. Actually, a database. Oh, there's actually a playlist on the network. Wow. That's funny that there's actually a playlist like that on the network. But I can't get an exact number right now. But it's a lot. Like it's definitely a lot. It's a lot. Let's see, we have in total with them two in the same match, going all the way to OV, all the way back to OVW, is 79 times. When it's in WWE, it's 75. But this is like total involvement. This is not like singles matches. Singles matches, I think it has to be like 15 or 16. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. But yeah. So that's pretty much it for this drama scripted Saturday. SmackDown was okay as usual. Obviously, it's the better show. The women's title on SmackDown seems to be up in the air. Everybody wants it. Whereas on Raw, it's just Charlotte and Bayley. So that's pretty much it for that. SmackDown has all the tag teams, but yet there's not a #1 contender. But yeah, Raw needs tag teams. There's only like 3 of them. So that's that. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap this up on this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. Be turning to tune in every Saturday for another episode of Drama Scripted Saturday. And hopefully Seth Rollins will be back, because you could tell when Seth is not there. Like his absence, you could tell when he's not there. But please leave your thoughts and opinions or ask me questions in the comment section below. And playing alongside of me or posted up was probably my last 2 videos and a subscribe icon. So please subscribe to this channel for more and more wrestling news. And I'm Game Fiend for Games, guys. And until next Saturday, later and peace.